Now to a special 7 on Your Side investigates. Cracking down on cannabis is one of the top priorities for Texas Republican leaders in the current legislative session. Senate Bill 3 would ban all forms of consumable THC, and with certain forms of pot already available due to a loophole in existing state law, SB 3 has the potential to drastically change things for people who use it. As the 2025 session continues under the Pink Dome, a ban on THC is one of the top pieces of legislation being pushed by Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, and it's eliciting strong reactions on both sides.
A THC ban would be a really bad idea.
I'm certainly glad he's doing it.
Senate Bill 3 would outlaw all consumable forms of THC from being sold in Texas. It's largely a response to a 2019 law that allowed for the commercialization of hemp, which includes products with THC under 0.3%, but came with some unintended consequences.
So when we wrote the rules, we weren't fully aware of what no one had heard of Delta 8 or Delta 9.
Because of that, many shops started selling Delta 8 and Delta 9 products like gummies, as well as other chemical variations on THC that are more potent.
The Farm Bill says 0.3% of THC. And what some of these retailers do is they say, oh, this is actually THCA, so it doesn't fall under that loophole.
Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller argues the end result has been an unregulated market where people don't always know what they're getting.
Just kind of wild, wild west. There is no oversight. There is no regulation. We can't have that.
The lieutenant governor claims some retailers are selling dangerous products with 3 to 4 times the THC content than marijuana purchased from a drug dealer. But many shops say that's just not true and are worried about the impact of a ban on them and their customers.
It will impact it to the point where we might have to close.
For our business, that would be really tough for a THC ban. A lot of people rely on THC as medicine.
Commissioner Miller wants lawmakers to be careful to ensure any THC ban doesn't impact medicinal use of cannabis.
There's a lot of people that medical marijuana helps. It helps the PTSD, glaucoma, cancer patients. So let's don't throw the baby out the bathwater, as the saying goes.
But Miller opposes recreational use, arguing that in other states like Colorado, it's created more problems than it's solved, and raises concerns about recent votes in cities like Austin, Bastrop, Elgin, and Lockhart to decriminalize pot.
Smoke all the dope you want. We're not going to punish you. They may want to deal with that too.
But Betty Williams of Texas Normal, a group working to reform marijuana laws, argues those decriminalization votes demonstrate that the public is on the side of legalization.
You know, we are a state that prides itself on personal freedom, and this is a personal freedom.
She wants to see the current loopholes closed, but argues a legal and regulated recreational market, rather than an all-out ban, is the best way to ensure safety.
Drug dealers do not check IDs. Drug dealers do not care what they give people. But if you have a business that is licensed and regulated and checked up on, then they care.
Now, groups like Normal are also pushing for an expansion of Texas's current medical marijuana program, arguing the list of qualifying conditions is too limited. We reached out to the office of the Lieutenant Governor, Dan Patrick, as well as GOP Senator Charles Perry, who is sponsoring SB 3, but they did not respond to our request for interviews.